But let's move on to the FSU relays that happened in Tallahassee this weekend. And there was a duel.
Major duel.
At FSU between Riley Smith, Patrick Kuhn. What did we see here? Let's go to Ashley first.
I mean, this is kind of a duel that if you're a distance runner in Florida, like this is the matchup you want to see, right? You have Patrick Kuhn, who I feel like since his junior year, especially when you look on the cross-country side, he's been that top name there. Now you enter Riley Smith in the picture here, I feel like, since the indoor season, and you finally get them squaring off in outdoors, and you have Riley Smith who comes away with a 8:39 PR in the 3200. That's in a remarkable mark there. That puts you up with like some of the best guys in the nation, and then Patrick Kuhn 8:42 for second. Like, that's a battle. Like, those guys were battling for it, and for them to put down those types of marks too, that's pretty incredible. I feel like, especially since it's March.
Olivia.
If you watch the race video, first of all, let me rewind. I want to piggyback on what Ashley said. Like, Riley Smith caught my attention when he went 4:04 during the indoor season at the Florida High School Challenge. That's when I was like, okay, who's this kid? I need to know more information about Riley Smith. And so when you see this battle between Patrick Kuhn, Riley Smith, like, Kuhn was on it. He was leading the race the whole entire time. Smith was just kind of hanging tight, letting him do all the work until the last 350 of that race, 250 of that race. And you can just see the difference in stride patterns. Riley Smith is also a little bit shorter than Patrick Kuhn, but Riley Smith has that turnover. He had quicker footsteps coming down. Patrick Kuhn had the long stride lanes, trying to, wheel Riley Smith in once he made his move, but Riley Smith was just gone. He was like the Energizer Bunny, just going. But Riley Smith is that guy. Like, 8:39, quite impressive for a new personal best, and then, as Ashley mentioned, 8:42 for Patrick Kuhn. So they were just battling it out until the last lap, and then just went off.
New Florida State record. I wrote in a recap this weekend that Riley is on a heater.
A heater?
He's won 8 straight individual races dating back to his indoor season.
Wow.
Remember we saw him at Milrose. Milrose, we saw him win there, and yeah, I guess that's true.
The only loss he's taken is in a relay in the 4x or the DMR at Nike Indoor. I saw that happen, but he nearly took that team back from nowhere to win. He's truly on a heater right now, and the question I kind of have to ask myself is, who is Riley Smith? Like, what is he? Is he a middle distance runner? Because he does have the 800, 1,500 meter mile speed. I would probably put him in that category. This 32 really surprised me.
Yeah.
Because 8:39 is no joke. Even
moving.
just 4 or 5 years ago, it was Cole Sprout and Nico Young going 8:40 at Arcadia, and that was the top time in the country.
And even think last year with guys like Danny Simmons, Simeon Birnbaum at Arcadia, they ran, I think, 8:34, 8:35. Like, that would put you right there at the very beginning of that race.
Right.
And I remember watching that last year, and I was like, oh my gosh,
Exactly.
like I was mind blown. So, like, yeah.
Do we see him like a Nico Young type? Do we see him as a Drew Griffith or a Daniel Simmons? I don't think people probably put him in that bucket, but they should.
Yeah.
I think he is on par with those runners right now. If I'm labeling sort of top runners in the U.S. right now, it's Griffith, Simmons, and Smith. I mean, he's proven it.
Yeah.
Like, put this in perspective. Like, I just pulled up the all-time list, like, based off what we have in our database. Riley Smith is now number 10 all-time. He surpassed Nico, who went 8:40 flat. So he put himself in this whole new category with this performance, which is crazy.
Unbelievable. I'm sure we're going to see more of him down the line. Let's also comment on a couple other guys that ran the race. Brady Mullen,